Welcome back, everyone. Loot. Delicious. I love coins. They are all delicious to eat. I'm like salad fingers, but for coins. Yes. Good. That rises really fucking slowly. Final, God. Alright, save. There's nothing over here. You might look around because you want to. People are still killing themselves over here because they want to say that, oh, this area is so hard, even though you can really just see that they are just killing themselves. So I don't know why anyone would be fooled by that, you know. Don't try to jump over there, you will die. And even if you don't die and actually make the jump somehow, you will die in your way out, so don't do that. Ignore that guy for now. There are 2 people here who you want to kill before that guy. If you hit him once with the scimitar, then that will stun him into a second hit. And oh, I didn't manage to get a backstab on him. Light the bonfire, but do not sit by it because then the other 2 will respawn. Jump down. And now we're gonna kill this guy that no one else is around us. Also, you might not want to fight within the water because it actually slows you down. So just watch for that. If you're having trouble, bring it out of the water first. Although I would recommend that just to begin with as well. I didn't because I'm stupid. Although I kinda did here, didn't I? Yeah, see? That's really annoying that if he hits you once, then you get hit. Like with the entire combo. What I would recommend is using the Estus flasks here, because you don't want to waste life gems here so close to the thing. And if you get damage beyond that, don't use, just take the L if you must, but don't use the life gems yet. They are not that easy to come by, and you don't want to waste them when you're this close to the bonfire. If you don't want to deal with the problems of dying, which we will get to, then just go back and just rest at the bonfire if you're too low. Also watch out because Estus flasks take a while to use even now. It was only in Dark Souls 3 where they added that you can actually move while drinking, which is really good, and I wish this was Dark Souls 3, but I don't think that even runs on my computer, or though who knows. But it definitely does not run while recording, that's for damn sure. You want to take these guys out. Oh, we got a backstab. Lovely. But it's more like, although it's more like black slices, dices. You want to kill those because if you don't, then they will come after you while you're killing these. There's a guy over there, he'll probably get a shot in on you, but it's better to kill that guy fast than not get hit once, because 1 arrow won't kill you. A dozen will, but 1 won't. At least not from a small boy like him. Roll. Right. There will be 1 coming from behind you if you went too close. And there's 1 coming from above. With an axe, he's a bit easier to kill. Generally speaking, if you see 1 with the shield, they are slightly tougher than the ones without. On this occasion we didn't anger him, so you're gonna anger him by going near that. You want to kill him earlier, then you actually get up there, because we are going up there and I don't want him immediately attacking us as we are out of stamina and probably slightly hurt from the jump over there. So all of lost undead down here. Then let's go up. So to get back at, actually I'm gonna explain this area first, before we get into what death causes. Basically, bunch of people are down, you want to kill them 1 by 1, and if you get too close to that area over there, that guy will throw stuff at you, so we'll do that later. For now we will kill a couple of the laying down guys. Now for what death causes. It's not just you're hollowed, which by the way they removed the effect of hollowing where you can't play online or like interact with online stuff. You can summon things, but you can still get invaded. by like spirits. I'm not sure if you can get invaded by people. I think you can, maybe, but you can definitely get invaded by like NPC spirits, which is good. You don't have to be unhollowed to get people there. And now that we killed our way over here, you want to trigger one of them, because I generally have a lot of trouble like attacking him down from there. Probably because I'm using mouse and keyboard, which I would not recommend. It's way worse than using not that, but anything else. Anyway, watch out, because he will try to... There's loot up there, we'll get that, don't worry. On this occasion he didn't wake up, so he didn't try to throw stuff at us, which is lovely. Jump! Alright, good. Don't roll off the edge. Here's a short sword if you like it. I don't like it because it's short and it reminds me of my... Anyway, run over this way, and you might not have noticed this over there, which I have not for 3 playthroughs, but now I have, so we will get that, which is lovely. And also, speaking of, the weapon we are using will actually come from will be one that I didn't pick up on my initial playthrough, so I didn't think that you could get it so early in the game, because I just missed the entire area. It did have some to do with backtracking, so I guess that was the issue. Just slice and dice them. Make sure everyone's dead before you start looting mostly. Alright, your weapon is at half durability if you did decide to kill all of them, which is not the healthiest to be at. But we shouldn't have too much trouble. Oh, that guy I haven't killed, see? They might be dead, they might be just down, who knows? I'm gonna equip this short sword one, because just in case we run out of one of them, we can use the other one. You know, it's pretty nice. Also, this has a 1 on it, so is this actually stronger? No, the scimitar... Oh, the scimitar is +1 either. Then this must be the one we started with. Alright, roll. Actually, it's funny because the first time I came through here, I had a message right here that said roll. So I kinda... The moment I saw him jumping, I was like, oh, roll, okay. And then I managed to just dodge it in time, which is fucking hilarious, and I love the man who left that for me, because it's lovely. It just shows how people in Dark Souls care about each other when they aren't griefing and murdering each other. And even though that isn't really like hating each other, it's just a good duel. Other than the people who go into fucking small guy worlds with hyper optimized builds and just murders them because they're dicks. There's 2 people there, so you want to somewhat be more careful than I am. Bring them over to this one, and then you will be fine. I like this scimitar a lot more than my short sword, let's say that much. Alright, so now there's a guy aiming for you. There's also a guy being a dick over there. What you want to do is murder this guy as fast as you can. Roll this way. That guy is gonna throw stuff at you still. There's a bowman over there as well. It's a triple whammy of dicks. Alright, now that you've killed those 2, that guy will never come after you. You can quote me on that. So just come down here and drink. He will always try to throw bombs at you though. Like, no matter what. And there we go. So that's them fucked, which is lovely. And we still haven't used a single life gem. In fact, we've gained some. Isn't that lovely? Now, over here there's another guy. And he's dead. Switching her. And now you don't want to go that way, you want to go in here, because there is a bonfire. If you didn't use your Estus Flask and your weapon can take some more abuse, then you can move on. Me, I'm just gonna talk to this girl first. So, in her inventory, we need. If you're going for the sorcery guy, I would highly recommend buying a second sorcery arrow, soul arrow, because it's pretty good to have 60 of those. Um, Otherwise, always and forever buy the Lenigrast key. And remember that she has a Forest Lockstone and the Fragrant Bench of Yore. We'll be getting both of those eventually. What else I would recommend is buying 3 fire bombs from her, because this is just to save you some trouble later on. She has nothing else to sell you here, but we're gonna talk to her.
You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off.
They're also insane.
Grand Lake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea.
Ooh, spooky.
Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself had nary a place to sleep. The smile keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own.
Is that a personal attack or something?
They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says.
Also, I think this is the same voice actress as those hags in the beginning, which we didn't talk to, but I think it is.
It's high time that I pick up a move.
It's important she said that, because
I'll bargain for you next time we meet our lover.
please, purely platonic. That she says that because you bought something from him. Now we're gonna rest and buy something. I'll see you here. I realized I won't see you there just yet because we have the key, so we can open the den of the boy over here. And do that. And if you just get over here, you can get your first bow, which is pretty nice. It doesn't even have very high requirements, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so basically most characters can use that, which is pretty nice.
Ah, yes, very good. Now I can get to work.
Indeed.
But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Alright. Also notice that he's undead as well. That's important. What else is important is if you just rest, he will immediately set up if you want to do that. I personally just want to level up right now. So after that you can immediately go ahead, which is this way. But we, my friend, we are going this way instead. I forgot to pick up the loot over there. You're not helping anything. You rude son of a bitch. Glug. Here is a buckler, which is way worse than the shield we got earlier, which is the red one in my inventory, which you might have seen while I opened the inventory. Or maybe I cut that out, who the fuck knows? Now, you want to follow my instructions here, yeah? Alright, so jump down here, onto his head, slice, dice, and slice again. And do not use this ladder. You might see that guy over there. He kind of blends in, like on the edge of the tip of my blade. Yeah, that's a bad guy. Don't go down the ladder or you will upset him. And you don't want to upset him. He's like the Hulk, just incredibly turtle-like. I would make a joke about a Hulk being a turtle, but I think Marvel is ahead of me there. Probably there is a version of the Hulk which is a fucking turtle at this bloody point. What's good about going down this way is that these guys will get alerted, which is good because you want to kill them before you get to the other guy. That guy is gonna come for you, so you might not want to take the item right now. And take the stuff here. I'm getting so much loot, it's insanity. I don't know why. I mean, none of it is any useful. What's important is there's a guy in there. Do not upset him for now. There is this guy over here. Do not go behind him though, because he will roll over onto you and take 90% of your health or more, because he's like that, and very fun, of course. He's the most fun person at parties ever. If you keep spamming that attack, then you're pretty lucky. There are other attacks on him. If he uses that attack, that never has a follow-up. So that's why it's good if he just gets locked into using that again and again and again for the rest of time. I don't know what was wrong with him, but it's a thing. Other attacks do have follow-ups. I would show it off over here, but we'll be seeing them probably more. What you want to do is never go behind this guy, okay? Just don't. It's not a good thing. Just throw a knife at him. That's much better. Also, knives in this game deal a lot more damage than in Dark Souls 1, so using them isn't actually a terrible strategy. Are you gonna get locked into using the same ability again and again and again, like your friend? What is with you thing? There we go. He can use that attack, and if you're in front of it, even if it didn't hit you, it's gonna stagger you. So watch for that. That might throw you off slightly. Go on, use an attack. He also can swing the other direction, which has follow-up, so roll the fuck away as fast as possible. Ow, yeah, I rolled in the direction of that. That was my bad. Run. If he hits you once now, you're fucking dead. But you know what he can't do? Actually, I don't know if he can come up here, but I'm gonna guess he can't. Either way, he's slow as shit. Yeah, that's what happens if you try to get behind him. I wanted to do the other attack, but this worked out actually extremely well. So that's lovely. Now, there's a garbage shield here that he was guarding, so if you don't want to collect everything, then you don't actually need to attack that guy at all. I think it's time for line jump. And because I want to keep my Estus Flask for a bit. There's a guy over there. Use this door, because that way you kind of become invincible. He throws 3 fireballs, each of them dealing a bunch of damage. And if all of them hit you, you're probably fucking dead. Here's a good sword, so I would recommend getting it. And attack again, or don't. The door should provide you with enough protection where you can get this now. That's why I went for that one first. And these guys are very sad. They have been burned to death. From what I've known, those aren't players. Like, those aren't the curse statues from players. Those are actually just there all the time. I mean, they can still be, but I think they aren't. Over here's a prism stone, or 4 actually, which you can exchange for at the Snuggly Boys if you want to. They don't give good enough stuff for me to bother with right now, but anyway. That's basically this area completely cleared, so that's pretty good. I mean, there is that over there, which is an extremely important bit of loot, if I remember correctly, but we can't get up there at all for a very long time, which is very sad. I think we can both agree. Kill these guys before you go ahead, or just run through. I think I'm gonna kill them because I would like the souls. Good riddance. Oh, soldier armor. Actually, there is something good about collecting random bits of armor. We can later use them in a way. So I'm just gonna make sure I kill everything. Who am I kidding? I just like killing things. I am Skeleton! Alright. Now that you're done with that, you rest at the bonfire and you're pretty healthy right now. What you want to do is murder this guy. He might look like he's chill, but he ain't chill. If you go up ahead, he will activate and try to stab you in the ass while you're fighting this guy. This guy is pretty easy to kill most of the time, so don't be afraid of him. There's also this fucker who, the moment you try to take that thing over there, which you do want to, for full completion, he will spring up and try to stab you straight in the butt, because these guys have very unoriginal strategies. Note the door over there. We can't use it, but note that it exists. Slice this fucker, and enter the mist. The very nice movie, based on, I think, Stephen King novel. It's a very nice book. I might die here. It might be a very nice book, but unlike, I can't make a joke with that. Point is, I'm stupid. Also, to note over that, you don't need to kill that guy every time. He can stay fine. You just need to kill the other two and this fucker. But the guy on the opposite side of the bridge won't actually get alerted, so don't worry about that. Now this time, we are not gonna jump. We are instead just gonna stay over here and roll very stably. Now the way I like to clear this area is run this way. Then away on the way. You don't need to jump, but I like it because it's dramatic. Stay still. That killed me once. So note the stay still. There's also a giant fucking hole of death over there. We will encounter a couple of those, but that's the first one. And yes, that did kill me as well, because I'm fucking stupid like that. Alright, give me the loot. Amber herb, which I will never goddamn use. And we have a prostitute over here, so let's have a chat with her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
Oh, are you? He looks like he's twerking. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially with this angle. I did get a much better angle in my old video, but alas, that's lost.
Why cartography, you ask?
No, I didn't.
Well,
I don't care.
That's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps. I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
Indeed.
Inside the mansion, I found a strange map.
Oh, did
Like
you?
none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Wait. No,
Yeah.
that wasn't
If you
it.
came to this kingdom because you found a map in this kingdom, then
I don't seem to recall.
you're very stupid.
Were you looking for that map?
Of course. Sure.
Wonderful. Then you are fascinated by maps, just like me.
I'm not Ross Scott, sorry.
Shame on you. You should have told me before.
It didn't tell you anything, you're stupid.
Here, take this.
I guess my jaw talks for itself. Thank you.
What a joy to meet again.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, something about something in the mansion, and now he actually will go to the mansion, which is pretty nice. And you do want that because it's tied to his questilicious thingy-majiggy-bob. There. Now I like this pathway because it gets rid of 2 of the 3 bowmen and yeomen on this place, which is pretty good. The downside of going this way through this place is that one of them is still fucking alive, and you'll have to encounter this fucker from the front, which this fucker is the worst thing in the world. But if he does decide to try to shield you, that's the luckiest thing you can have. His loot fell through the fucking ground. Well, that's very annoying. I like to roll over there, or just miss completely and take some fall damage unnecessarily. Let's hope no one is angered, so I can heal. I think I can. Alright, lovely. Now, that's a drop down, so we're going this way first, because there's some little bit of loot over there. Note that place over there. We won't be going there for a while yet, but well, it's good that you noted that it exists, because that way you won't forget that it exists. Come on. Oh my fucking god! Holy shit, what the... That came straight... You know what, you can just exist. I'm not going over there. Just have fun over there. Jesus bloody H Christ. Holy shit, I was so scared that I was gonna fall off. Which, I forgot to tell you what happens in this game if you die, other than going hollow. The more you die, the more you go hollow, and the less health you actually have. Like, your maximum health declines. Which is possibly the worst thing in the fucking universe that you could have added to Dark Souls. But alas, it is what they decided to goddamn do. And I'm not very fond of it, to be quite honest. But oh well, we're gonna use one of those because I want to save the Estus Flask for now. Is this guy way on the way? And he drudges through there. You want to use him to detonate these because his attacks will detonate them. And that's a lot of damage, Batman. And that's him dead. Now you can go up there. I won't just yet, but you can. That guy will come back. He, for some reason, didn't take much fall damage. That guy will throw bombs at you for the rest of time, which is really annoying. But after a little bit, he will displace himself and be able to throw bombs at you a little bit less. And here is where this comes into place, because otherwise you would need to use his bomb to detonate those. But because you bought yourself some, you can detonate yourself, and that opens the pathway over there. Ow. And now you didn't have to bother with that guy, who is very annoying. I'm just gonna kill you through your shield, because eat shit and die. I'm gonna now drink. And there's something very unique over here. Which is, that. Yeah. He comes right around and then drops down. Do not even attempt. You won't be able to kill him, and if you don't do anything, he will just teleport out. Which is what you want him to do, because otherwise you will just die unnecessarily for no reason. And believe me, I don't care how good you are at the game, you won't kill him on your first playthrough. Ever. Not even on your second playthrough, I don't think. Unless it, New Game Plus, then you have a chance. Also, you can't whittle him down from a distance because he will just disappear. But the reason you do want to come up here is the Estus Flask shard, which is rather important. I think we can both agree. You can eat shit. Not you, the viewer, this fucker. And now that we've cleared all of that out, it is indeed time for us to part ways, I'm afraid. We shall meet again here in the third episode. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a recipe in the comments. I would love to cook them with my zero cooking skill. It is lovely.